Hey Matteo, this one's for you, kid. It's the 31st of December. I just want to say I love you so much. I'm not gonna send you this video. This is it's too sad. I'm gonna give you hugs when I see you and we'll speak. But if I was to be able to speak to you freely without any interference from the state, which is them, as when I say them, you said who are them? Clearly you hear that a lot. Adults say them when they refer to a group of people that the other people understand who they're referring to. In this case, I'm talking about like the gorilla, Wiltshires, all the people that Anna Belena, all of them that you've been subjected to. The prodding and the poking and the questions and the guiding you to say things that then are used against us as father and son. I have been fighting, Matteo, like a lion, fighting and fighting hard every day. It's been a real test this year, this last 15, 16 months. You were taken 16 months ago, Matty, a couple of days ago on the 28th. I'm very, very, very tired. I have had to deal with liars, backbiters, infiltrators, traitors, people that piranhas just want to come up and take a bite whilst you're there, pick your bones clean with the law, the legal process, the courts and everything that's been blocking us from being together. So I feel it's coming to an end. Unbelievably, I've managed pretty much alone, and despite in the last week having some really heavy news, Luana and myself we've broken up, and I'm really sad for all of us. I'm really sad, but it's just happened. It's the stress of this situation with my life. If we'd have been able to be together and spend time as a family together, it would be different, but we've not had that opportunity, have we? I know your mum has been making a new family with her partner, which she's keeping secret still. I've complained about that, so she's not allowed to do that, especially in my house, like, has to be open, and as you've had no contact with your dad since May as well, like, it's totally not allowed. And saying that you don't want to be with me because I'm a problem. I know it's not true. I know that she made you lie. She's scared you that I'm going to take you away and they will take you away. It's just not true, Matty. It's not true. Never do that. It's the other way around. That guys in our house, Emrich Weissenberger, I don't like him. I don't like his pictures. I think they're nasty. I think they're very scary for children, and I've told the police that. And that was like 2 weeks ago. I've not had a response from anybody, apart from very high office. I shouldn't say that. Thank you, sir. No, really, thank you, sir. That has responded, and another department, like a ministry that has been really good, Ministry of Tech, and I believe Justice also has had our backs. But yeah, I've got 4 what they call radicados. Matty, is like case numbers when you go and make a case. Really 4 like really good ones, and important ones. Okay? Hmm. Hmm. And a few more to boot on top. One with the International Court of Human Rights, which is very active in the case now. And yeah, so I believe like that's the universe saying to me, like, hold back with you, you justified displays of public displays of discontent and informing the local community of the situation because we're on the case, and it's only because the fact that it's only the fact that it's been the holidays and everybody is off work at home with their families that we've not been able to see each other, but it's going to be sorted soon. It's going to be rectified, as they say. I miss speaking to you in adult English. That's why your vocabulary was so good. I love you, Matty. We'll be back together again soon. I am going to post this on YouTube. I'm sorry for tearing up in public, but when I realised that Emmerich Weissenberger was in fact the partner of my ex, and seemingly could have been for a couple of years without me knowing about it, and I saw his art on the Monument for Hope World Tour. Have a look online, go and have a look at his picture with several men and a boy being choked. I was by the river myself the other day. I was having a row with my girlfriend on the 23rd after I'd been ejected by the police for the last time, I hope. Very serious police squad. I just had a really, like a funny feeling that they were actually there to protect me. I looked in the guy's face, like, serious, like, you're leaving, don't you? He said without saying anything. And I looked at him, I said, I know I'm leaving. I said, but I'm going to keep being a pain in the ass for a few minutes more, don't you? And he looked at me and he said, yeah, I do. And so I was like, okay. So I sat back and I carried on like filming Juanito Slapito behind him. He was all like happy with himself because he called the local police, Policia Nacional, and again the woman came who supposedly is like associated with the kids unit, but she's never attended to any of my complaints since April the 19th when I first spoke to her. Won't mention her name. Her name appears in several reports. My statement's not, because she, despite me offering, saying I'd like to give her a report, she and the other officers refused to take it. So it's like, okay, this is what domestic abuse victims are used to, being abused, and like when try to speak and then not being heard, you just say okay. With like in my case in the house, feeling that one day when it comes to like if it really comes to push to shove and like to a court situation, then it'll come out like the obvious abuse. They'll presented the facts several times to a few judges. It's not yet happened. It's come to light. We're going into a new year now. I know that it's all shifted, and I know that I've got my son back. It's like I know that it's like I've been again like the loss of a partner after 2.5 years only a few days ago. My really like I felt like my beloved is just it's like the nervous system needs to be in balance in order to be able to respond to this situation I'm in now. And again, I've taken a massive knock. So the last 3 days I've just been just try to recalibrate and like what I was going to do, which was go to Victoria. I've got the printouts of this Emmerich Weissenberger. It is photos, there is artwork. You know, I've been told to the police last time I was there to do what I'm doing in the park. There's a cenotaph there. It's a perfect spot. There's a big cenotaph on his website on that Monument for Hope. The big one in Vienna, Emmerich, correct or no? See or no, mano? So, you know, the other part of me says, okay, trust that the four radicados from the big Heffy is what it is, and I know it is. So, and like with the loss of my partner, and it's directly related to the abuse what happened on the 23rd, because it was what happened after that and around that, and my feeling unsupported, and her just being so exhausted with the whole process. And mother's now just had a stroke yesterday. You know, it's like it just goes from bad to worse. We can't take any more of this shit. So we just can't, and it's not fair, is it? It's not acceptable. So I'm what I'll do, okay, I won't say your title, it nearly slipped out, but we'll give each other the respect, right? What I'll do is like an amnesty, because I know it's super embarrassing for everybody, and that's the idea of me doing it, obviously to draw attention, because it embarrasses everybody. You know, setting up my shrine and Matteo's presents that he couldn't receive this year, and like, yeah, it embarrasses the hell out of everybody, doesn't it? Me too. I don't like doing it. I'm in the game. Jesus Christ, man. Big boys don't cry when bullets flying, right? Save all that for after. That's bloody hard work. I'm exhausted. I am. I'm drained. I'm like, I know we're there, but I just feel that this shit that has to be like for everybody. Why should I just carry it? Why should the victims just oh yeah, it's embarrassing, oh don't say that, like, you know, oh yeah, oh like the kid was messed with, oh shh, oh like fuck man, like if that's what happened to my son, well that's what happened. We don't know, and nobody's put me on my misery, and that's why I'm here crying on a rock by the side of the river on the 31st of the 12th 2025, when I told the police, look at this effing artwork. And when I said to the police directly in the station in Victoria, he was like, yeah, he didn't know where to put his face, because I said, look at it and then go away, look at it again. I've still not heard anything. So whilst the radicados give me, you know, a lot of like balance, when I focus on that, I still like, I won't see my son today, and it's New Year's Eve. I didn't see him for Christmas, I didn't see him for his birthday. That should have been addressed. That could have been addressed, but no, because we all know why, that when you enter the house with my ex, all hell is going to break loose. Or maybe a boyfriend's in the house as well at the moment, enjoying the fruits of my family's labour, with his feet under my table, having the pleasure of my beautiful boy being around. Or maybe they've gone on holiday, they're off skiing somewhere, Austria or something like that, I don't know, no idea, because the judge cut all daily contact. Well done, Judge Paula. Lorena Alzate Hill, your name pops up again. Why did you do that? When I'd had daily contact, I said in the court, she's cut contact, and you go, I legalised that. Wearing bloody child oh, I can't even speak anymore. You're just a monster of a woman. You are. You're a monster. You've turned. I don't know if it's because of me personally. You've always been like that, but you are in a position of mediating with families and children. It's just crazy. I'm gonna upload this despite the tears. It's all right. You know, we cry, don't we? We all cry. It's all right. It's not that I'm crying. It's that I'm being feel that this is the best medium for exposure on planet Earth, YouTube and or just online videos, and and I've been really I've got loads of videos I could have uploaded. I've not done. I've been really modest. I've held back. Personally speaking, I've held back on what the heart of it and like on the emotional side, because like it's bloody hard work, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna post this now, this video, and the little short I just posted before it should put everybody on notice, and I'll get back home and get myself together, and I'll decide whether I'm gonna go to Victoria today. I think I will, and just make myself present and correct there with my megaphone, my documents. I've got everything there if I want to do what I've done the last 3 times I've done it, with the photos and the documents and Matteo's toys and his presents that has not been given. Will commence with that also. Just like you know, like if somebody within this situation wants to put my mind at rest and say, just hold back, just a little heads up, just a little heads up, you know. But like I say, I feel like I'm being treated like a monkey, like a performing monkey, actually. That like there's literally like hundreds of people within this case, all adults, lawyers and whatnot, and I've given the faults in the process like numerous times, and now supposedly I've got a team of lawyers flying down from the Defensa del Pueblo and the specialists come and speak to me. I got that information, didn't get any contact for them, only did a little caveat. If you send any more files or documents, like repeated or fresh ones, it can hold up the process. Well, I think you're holding up the process by being evasive, Jasmine, by not contacting me directly, and by not supporting my son and myself. It's not on. So, but I'll take it on the chin. I'll stop filing anything. I'll continue to email people as I feel to say, hey, what's up with the things, until you engage me directly, and I've got a guaranteed derechos that Senor Armando, he promised me, and a human that I can speak to, and we can start to get somewhere. Otherwise, you're just leaving me in the lurch, aren't you? You're not supporting, you're not helping, you're not doing your job, and you won't get that position for the mayor, for the alcalde, if this is how you treat, foreign guests in your country that get into problems with your corrupt legal system, and you're a human rights lawyer. Not on, not fair, not correct. So I dedicate this because I don't think our relationship is going to work. It's been very difficult. My ex Luana has been very supportive, extremely supportive all the way through this process. With the Christmas period coming up and me not wanting to spend the time with a family because I've not got Matteo, I've been very ill as well. I can't eat properly, and I had to meet all of her brothers in this last year, and the mother and all of the family without my son, and I've still not got him. The children, Luana's kids, were molested by the police on the visit with Matteo, who I've not seen for 15 months, and the psychologist allows the police to come in. So my ex can serve me with a notification in the law, like oh, I'm gonna, like, more shit coming your way, and the ICBF psychology just allowed it. The police, once again, they just give me this document to sign, didn't announce who they were, why they were there, the numbers, nothing. Didn't film it, didn't record it. Woof. Were really aggressive with me. So Luana and the kids have really suffered. She isn't. She's made of different stuff than me. She doesn't deal with the police, like aggression and all the stress, very well. It makes her very, very nervous. Very nervous, like in not a good way. She's just trying to help, but both of us, well, eso es. Para el estrés rompió la relación con mi amor. No sé. ¿Qué será? En el futuro, por el momento, es otra vez solo yo y Mattty. We've broken up is directly related to the Facebook post that pinned me as a hostile foreigner. It's directly related to that post and how it got to us, the network of people that are involved in that. Just opened up a big can of worms. Not much else to say other than, whilst it's been a fascinating year and a lot of personal growth, like immense, I don't recognise myself, literally. Dealing with the emotional stress of it has been like the hardest thing. It's had a physical effect on me, but I'm working with that daily. I've got my, but I'm working on it as it's manifested because of the emotions. It's like the mind and is the instrument, isn't it? The problem is like, I know about all the Joe Dispenza stuff and getting your head into a positive space and a different space, and I try that, but when it's like a constant assault of crooked fiscaliers who get favours by the police, or the police will just do things in a relaxed manner without receiving the official order because it's coming from the fiscalier. So it's like, si senor, or it's coming from a senior, like fiscalier officer, it must be correct. Sure, we'll do that. When there's active interference in your love life, with intention to cause a rift, when your child's been like taken now 16 months on the 28th of December, and everything that I've just mentioned, the balance, whilst it's great and fascinating, and I feel I've got a lot to give to the world, should it be allowed, permitted, which I'm clearly trying to do, with my latest, chain mails that went international to international nations and whatnot. That's because I've been tasked with that job to clean house, clean the toilet, basically, of the ICBF in Colombia. I've been given that job, and all the associated people that are all, benefiting from receiving wages, psychologists especially. My ex-psychologist lives a stone's throw away over there. I won't say her name. Anna. I won't say her full name. I've had to step out of personal self, including like the most horrific potential revelations that have just come to me in the last 2 weeks related to this guy, Emmerich Weissenberger, and his art, and the fact that he's been in my house without my knowledge for, a number of years possibly. And my son's not been able to tell me. That's dodgy, isn't it? When the kid can't tell you that their mother's got a new partner. Especially with his artwork. I never had a panic attack in my life. I thought I'd had like panic attacks. No, a real panic attack, like when you proper like hyperventilating, like, and you can't get your breath. I was trying to send my ex a message, like on the morning that I discovered it. It was horrible. And you can't get your breath. So how did you handle that? I hear the interviewer saying, well, like, I'd come to a point of acceptance that if that's what is, that's what is. And that there's a great deal of shame associated with that for the victims, as we know. And on the children are normally, if there's a predator has hurt them, they always threaten them with death, don't they, or one of the loved ones, or this is what we can do to you. And that's what I was saying about his picture as a message. But if my son was to see that and he's involved in the house, or even just in the fraud and the potential fraud, and this M's cat shows him that picture to Matteo, what is that saying to him? So you better keep your mouth shut or you get throttled, isn't it? Clearly. So with all that going on, it's almost like through all this process, I've had to, when I start diving into how Matteo is and how he feels, I have to like say to myself, don't think too much. I can't do anything about it. It hurts too much, but that's what I think. This little illness that I've got going on in the gut is manifested from that. Comes with more stress. It gets more pronounced. It's like a nausea. It's like literally like this shit makes me want to vomit. I had it yesterday. Like I had a really big row with my ex. I asked her not to come to the house, but she insisted on coming and insisted on speaking, and it ended up really horrible. I had to ask her to leave, and just don't need it. And people refuse to respect you and to write back what are just common yabba 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 yabba. Don't need it. So the nervous system is the biggest thing. It's taken a knock. Lucky for me, I started meditating like many years ago, late teens, early 20s, so that's the only thing that saved my bacon. Sorry to all the meditating vegetarians and vegans. And I know I'm getting you back, Matty. And I know that we're free. And I'll just say this, that this personal cost that we've both paid, whatever it is, whatever you've had to endure, what you have endured, I've been there with you. I've been there with you. I kept my promise. I've been meditating every day. Stopped with the drinking. I don't drink. I've had a few drinks in the last week, not to celebrate anything, because I've been sad, and sometimes I drink when I'm sad, and that's why I stopped drinking, because it makes me sadder. It's no good for us as a family. And what we've had to pay, the price, the separation, and the aggression with the police moving Daddy all those times, and all the things you've had to hear about your dad whilst you've been with your mother and her people, all of that stuff has been for one good reason. We agreed to come here, I believe, to put our feet on this earth as father and son. We agreed to experience this trauma, and we agreed that this trauma would be public. We agreed that our names, our lives, our story would be public, and there's a reason for that. The one good reason is that it's going to help millions of people, millions of children, and millions of families. Okay? EC. It's sealed. Okay. Well, on the happy note of Matty and Pappy being reunited again in 2026, and our pain, our anguish, our suffering, our separation, our great learning, our personal growth, all of it, I thank you for, Matteo, personally, just you. Thank you, Matty. Okay, thank you. I'm your dad, the happiest man in the world to be your daddy, the happiest pappy. I've never known anybody like you in my life, and from the moment you were in your mum's belly, she said, I've got a baby in my belly, I was like, oh my God. Ooh, started singing to you, and the nurse in the hospital said, she said, it's most strange. She was Middle Eastern, North African, possibly. Most strange. I've never heard that in my life. She said, you were singing. And I realised in the last days, I've thought before, and I remembered again, it's because you heard me singing to you like every day, going nummy, and thump, the first time you kicked. Intense pleasure, intense joy you bring to me, my boy. You're the best. You're just the best. And Captain Morgan's here. I'm coming for you, lad. I'm coming for you. You are my gold, Matty. I'm your pappy. And you're my Matty. Okay. So I didn't see you on your birthday, I didn't see you at Christmas. Probably, I imagine we're going to see each other today, so I'll wish you all three happy Christmas, happy birthday, and happy New Year, all rolled into one. And I'm sure in these coming days, once everything opens up again, the offices, that will be reunited. And we'll be in peace. We can give our hugs, and you can get your new presents. And yeah, everybody loves you back home. They'll send their wishes. And yeah, Love you, Matty. Bye bye. Love you, Matty.